Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, so Kabam's live stream I think just finished, but either way this video is going to be a summary of everything important or noteworthy that they did talk about in that live stream. And obviously October, as always, is the spooky monster month, and as we know already from the champion reveal trailer and the previous leaks, the two new champions are Werewolf by Night and Morbius, and quite a few of the people will be getting Morbius. We do not have the full abilities of either, but we do have first kind of gameplay reveals and clips that I'm going to show you in a moment. And the second big thing is that Steve is making a comeback. So my little symbiote event returns. For those of you who do not know, it is a 1-star champion that effectively has a power level that's similar to maxed out 5 stars. And in the side event, you can get special boosts and make him quite OP. By himself in a regular content, he's not too great of a champion, but Steve is always beloved. For those of you who have done this type of event before, you already have Steve. You will not have to re-rank him or anything like that. If you are newer to the game, you will get your Steve at rank 1, and you're going to be earning your Clinter catalysts and then ranking Steve up and doing side event that way, with escalating difficulty. So experienced summoners this time around will have a bit easier go because you're going to start off with a maxed out Steve. I definitely look forward to, cheesing some stuff with him because it can be quite fun depending on what kind of boosts we are going to get. Now we're going to take a look at the deep dive gameplay from Morbius, and I'm going to tell you that Morbius does look quite awesome. He will have fairly useful sig ability as well, but I do think that main source of damage and utility in his case will come from his own abilities, even unawakened, but we'll see about that. So he clearly goes for a lot of bleeds, and he glides back, which means that he can miss special attacks, which is quite cool. And then with his level 2, he can do a massive amount of damage with a guaranteed crit. So for a science champion, that's not common. And Hulk's damage is the main source of his popularity and making him definite top 5, top 10 science champion in my opinion. And Morbius has a decent chance of joining that. How it is going to work out, we're gonna see. But I do like that we have a science champion that inflicts a lot of bleeds now as a vampire. And he has Petrify. Petrify is always one of my favorite debuffs to find on a science champion. Other than that, we know quite little, aside from the fact that he will be able to miss special attacks by dashing back and quote-unquote gliding or something like that. And then also he will have basically a cheat death mechanic against damage over time effects, which could potentially be very useful in, some questing situations, taking on some dot lanes and stuff like that. And then we have Werewolf by Night, and Werewolf by Night also looks quite decently interesting. So he can place on Ruptures, and then you need to do this Sabertooth trick where you basically dash back and howl. And then when you howl, you gain power, and you need to basically kind of repeat that howl a couple of times, and then on the third time, you kind of go on your damage mode. So he did look quite solid offensively. Another Mystic with Rupture. He will have heal block immunity and 90% poison duration reduction, I believe. And here we can see him doing some solid amount of damage. He was mentioned to be quite a solid champion for Battlegrounds as a two-way champion because he will have defensive utilities as well that you will want to have a counter for. Obviously, he's a Mystic champion. He will have some, I think, relatively minimalistic Nullify abilities for regen and precision specifically on his level 1, but obviously that will synergize quite well with Mystic Dispersion. Mystic Dispersion is by far the most powerful class mastery. And it is going to be interesting. But yeah, he will also definitely have some defensive potential to watch out for, from what we know. Other than that, they did inform us that Kabam is going to be at New York ComicCon. In case you are planning on being in New York in October, you can go and visit them and, chat and interact with them and all that other stuff. So, that's more for the American crowd. That's going to happen on October the 13th at 3:30 p.m. ET, Eastern Time. They are going to be on stage in the Marvel section. They will not have their own booth. Another shout out to all the qualifiers to Battle Realm Brawl. We do have last minute replacement because unfortunately Marcelo did not sort out his visa. So I believe it was Darth Ghost who got to go instead of it, but I'll definitely be rooting for Zurafa and Fintech as my teammates. But I wish best of luck to everybody. All of those guys are awesome. It's a shame that I couldn't make it this time, live, but definitely well happy for them, and all of them, are amazing players. So it's going to be interesting to watch. I will be hosting stream watch type of parties for all that stuff as well. And then we do have Battlegrounds rewards updates, and that's awesome because Battlegrounds rewards were getting quite a bit outdated. I'm going to be honest, I kind of wish that they would add a bit more stuff, but now Titan shards added to season rewards from Mysterium 3 and onwards, increased 7-star shards from Gamma 3 and onwards. Top 3 get a full-on 7-star crystal, which is, a lot better. And I suspect that, top 10 is going to get like 10k, 12k shards, which is also going to be definitely something worth striving for, opposed to, what it is now, more or less. And we have increased 7-star shards in ranked event. That I do not like too much because, again, that ranked event is, super grindy, and I don't know. I'm just not a fan of, the solo grindy aspect of Battlegrounds. I think I personally like more, placement-based rewards and performance-based rather than, how many Elders Marks you realistically purchased or how many points you farmed in Victory Track before you entered Lady Circuit. So, still, though, we do get increase for rank rewards, which I'm happy about. And there will be escalating titles now with Battlegrounds, similar to Alliance War, which is, again, something that I personally do look forward to. Also, Season 12 only reward updates. So Season 12 is also going to have specific, rewards increase for one season. And these are going to be in solo and alliance milestones, similar that we had a couple seasons back, which everybody loved. In this case, we're going to get another 6-star, 15,000 6-star Hero Crystal shards, 6-star Nexus Hero Crystal, half a 7-star Crystal, 6-star Abyss Nexus, and 5,000 Titan shards. And these are going to be in solo event milestones, which means pretty much everybody of you can make it. Just save some Elders Marks from this season for the next one, and you're going to be good to go. So yeah, save up some Elders Marks to make sure that you hit these. It's probably going to be 400k points again. Prepare for that. And there are going to be some extra goodies in Battlegrounds, which is always nice because I love Battlegrounds. And we also have Alliance event milestones and Catalyst milestones in 7+. So they're going to include also Tier 6 CC Selector, probably some Tier 6 basics. So your Alliance will likely request higher participation from you in Battlegrounds as well in the upcoming month. Which, again, I always love to see Battlegrounds lively. I know it's a subjective view. Some of you don't like Battlegrounds too much. I do. And, that's the best thing I can be. I can be honest. I like, extra focus on Battlegrounds. So, something new is coming to Battlegrounds Season 12. He tried to hype it up quite a bit, but did not explain to us much. So we're going to have to look out for that announcement soon enough as the season comes to end. One of the more exciting things, I suppose, that they revealed that we're going to be able to earn Deathless Champions. So summon the first playable Deathless Champion by collecting all the sword pieces. In case of Guillotine, we need to collect 5 sword pieces. One we are going to get for, completing Victory Track. One we are going to be given just for logging in. I have no idea how other 3 are going to be collected. I fear, however, some monetization aspect to them. I really hope Kabam doesn't, pull a complete Kabam. And completely shaft over free-to-play players. Whenever I see something like this, I'm always extremely fearful for free-to-play players because it's such a cool thing that everybody wants to be a part of, especially when I'm going to reveal the next point. And I just really, honestly hope Kabam does not screw over free-to-play players and is, rewarding activity and commitment rather than, swipey. Right. However, Deathless Guillotine, I'm going to be honest, I really like Guillotine as a champion, as a character model. I wish her buff was better. I love when I get a chance to use my 6-star Guillotine, and my Guillotine is, I think, is at rank 3. So, in some of the Went quests somewhere else, because she's a very, very cool character. It's a shame Kabam completely butchered her buff because she could have been so awesome. Look how cool. Exchange all 5 pieces, add 7-star Guillotine to your roster. So I really want to see the abilities as well. And that's not all. collect 4 Deathless Champions in 2024. So we're gonna earn, Guillotine. We're gonna start earning her quite soon, and then there are gonna be 3 more, and then we're gonna get 5th one in 2025. So every 4 months or so, we're gonna get like a 7-star Deathless Champion if you collect all of them. It is something interesting, something new, so I'm all for it. Again, my biggest fear here is that Kabam is just going to screw over free-to-play players, because if they put any of these behind a paywall, then you're missing out not only on the champion or pieces that they put behind the paywall, you're missing out on the 5th champion altogether that, other players are going to get just like that. So, wish I was more confident in this. It's hopeful, it's interesting, it's new, it's fresh, I like it. It's Kabam that's doing it. And, I don't have much faith, especially with the Capcom mystery event being a thing. Right. So, we have Act 8.3 dropping on October the 18th. As soon as it drops, I will be live. And we will be doing guides and everything else like we always do. Completion guide, the boss guide, exploration guides, my thoughts about it. I'm going to be streaming it live. It's going to be shorter this time around because it's only 3 paths per quest, so it's going to be quicker to complete as well. Definitely look forward to that. And here we can see the completion rewards for 8.3. Might need a separate video discussion on this one, but I'm going to quickly go over the more noticeable things. Realistically, in completion rewards, there's, the 2 most important things is 5,000 7-star hero crystal shards and 2 tier 6 CCs spread across 8 crystals by 25% each. Now, it is important to note that we do not know path rewards, and those are sometimes somewhat decent as well. Really don't care about the 6-star stuff anymore, especially 2 to 3 gems, 3 to 4 gems, it's kind of nice. But exploration rewards, I actually kind of like, I think. Again, I'm probably going to make a video tomorrow discussing 8.3 rewards more in detail. But here we can see that we're going to get a 6-star rank up gem crystal from 4 to 5. That's, neat. Nice. 6-star rank up gem from 3 to 4. Cool. 7-star rank up gem from 1 to 2 and a generic one. That is really, really cool. I love to see like a shift on 7 stars. A full 7-star hero crystal. Half tier 2 primordial dust needed for ascending a 6-star champion. Wished this would be like a full ascension. My bet would be that they're going to give other half in the completion offer, most likely. 1 Nexus 5-star relic, 2,500 7-star Titan shards. So, I like that there is the 1 to 2 gem and 4 to 5 gem, and I just wish there was the tier, 2 primordial dust to ascend the champion. We'll see again what happens with the completion offer, and then we can take a look at the Seraph's boss and his animations. I already made a video covering his leaked abilities and his look, so here we can take a look at it again. That is going to be 8.3 final boss. And that is pretty much it. If you do have any more questions, do not hesitate to ask, and I will try my best to answer them. And catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information